Your name and address for the record, and you have 3 minutes to share your thoughts. First name is Mr. Frank Chase.
Frank Chase, 24 Roxbury. So we are clear. The City of New Britain's bond ratings are Moody's positive, Fitch positive, S&P stable. These bond ratings give New Britain the ability to receive favorable financing at competitive rates in order to invest in projects to improve the quality of life for our taxpayers. These projects include upgrades for compromised storm sewer systems. So we are clear, Mayor Stewart and candidate Boulogne Saavedra continue to penalize all of our taxpayers by allowing the compromised Allen Street storm sewer infrastructure to flood our neighborhoods in Ward 4 and by increasing our expensive water pumping and treatment costs, an additional tax on all of us. We are forced by Stewart, Boulogne, Saavedra to live in third world flooding and sanitary backup conditions while they blame the state for not providing the shortfall financing. Governor Lamont and State Representative Bobby Sanchez were instrumental in providing $2 million in state bonding to the city for the Allen Street project. Since Stewart, Boulogne, Saavedra have the cash on hand and the favorable financing options to fund these essential taxpayer services, why do they refuse to fully fund and construct the Allen Street project? The Allen Street project is the sole responsibility of our city officials, including Stewart, Boulogne, Saavedra. Could Stewart, Boulogne, Saavedra be delaying the Allen Street project for political gain, blaming Democrats for these delays to unfairly influence our voters? It seems that bad behavior has been accepted by our local Republican political operatives. Days before the 2023 election, Stewart and Dorsey approved and confirmed a $4 million transfer from the general fund to Public Works for the Allen Street project. It proved to be a contrived, phony transfer. Our quality of life continues to suffer and our safety continues to be in harm's way. Candidate Boulogne Saavedra's dishonest spin and callous take on the Allen Street project, which adversely affects the taxpayers and residents in Ward 4, is unacceptable. Mayor Stewart has the authority to correct these hazardous conditions, which he has refused to do. It is Mayor Stewart's sworn responsibility to protect and serve her taxpayers and residents in Ward 4. She continues to fail all of us. We have closely monitored the Stewart, Boulogne, Saavedra behavior pattern for 2 years. Their caustic spin occurs when they are called out for neglecting and mismanaging the Allen Street project. As Stewart has demonstrated with her behavior, we will have more of the same with Boulogne Saavedra, better known as Stewart 2.0. We have debunked all of Stewart, Boulogne Saavedra's talking points. Excuse me. The experts have weighed in. The Allen Street storm sewer infrastructure is at crisis levels. Candidate Boulogne Saavedra erroneously calls all this a false narrative. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chase. Our next speaker is Christy Delakia.
Hello, friends. I'm Christy Delagula, soccer, band, tennis, and park mom. I just wanted to make everyone aware of some safety and accessibility concerns on John Carbonic Way near the high school. Many of you know this stretch of road well. When talking to people, the general consensus has been the same, that it's kind of dangerous, and it's been that way for at least 20 or 30 years. My oldest walks this road for band and junior varsity soccer, often at night, and my younger two are there for soccer as well. Since I'm usually running late, I end up parking in the overflow and juggling two little kids who absolutely refuse to hold on to their balls. I also have elderly family members who help sometimes with rides, but because there's no proper pavement or railings going down to the field, I'm always questioning whether that's a safe risk for them to take. The good news is there's been some positive chatter and planning about improving this area. The reason I want to bring this up now is because I just love everyone who can to please help support these efforts as you see them and when they come across your desk. Safety and accessibility improvements near the soccer field would make a real difference for families, kids, and community members who use that space every day. Also, Chris Cartelli from New Britain Soccer Club is always at the field and offering tours if anybody wants to do a walkthrough with him. Thank you.
Thank you, Christy. I have no other names on the list, but is anybody calling in? One caller. And the four digits are? 7069. Caller 7069, the floor is yours for 3 minutes. Name and address, please. Caller 7069?
Hello,
Hi, state your name and address, and the floor is yours.
yes, Lisa Lou, 63 Bassett Street. I wanted to,
Okay. Are you there, Lisa?
hello?
Hi, go ahead, Lisa, go ahead.
Okay, yes, just wanted to, mention the, recent, community cleanup.
Oh. Are we having audio difficulties? What's the deal here? Are you still there, Lisa? All right, let me see. Does anybody else wish to speak?
Okay, thank you.
Oh, go ahead. Lisa, you're fading in and out. Go ahead.
Yes, yes, I just wanted to ask that we continue to, organize more community cleanups around the city.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was our only. That was our only online caller. Anybody from the public wish to speak? Anybody else? Anybody else? Hearing none. Any of my colleagues wish to comment on public participation? Seeing Alderwoman Scott.
Okay, so thanks for coming out, Frank. And thanks for pointing out the state's contributions. I think it's really time for us here in the city to hold ourselves accountable, as this problem has been occurring for so long. And the misleading of the 4 million is a huge concern. It happened at the end of the term, and it was very misleading to the voters, to our constituents, and to us on the council. And Christy, thanks so much for continuing to come out. You just appear to be a really good mom and looking out for all of our kids in our community with safety and accessibility. It's so important. And I encourage you to continue to keep coming and sharing your concerns with us. And Lisa Lou, thank you for calling in, and I hope that we will have more community cleanups. It's really important for us to keep our neighborhoods safe and clean. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Alderwoman. Seeing no other members who wish to speak, that concludes this portion of public participation. It's now 7:09. The regular meeting will begin shortly.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I would like to call to order this regular meeting of the New Britain Common Council. The date is October 8th, 2025. The time is 7:17 p.m. Mr. Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Alderpersons McNamara.
Here.
Smedley. Present. Sanchez. Here. Beloin Saavedra.
Here.
Simpson.
Present.
Russell. Barbosa. Here. Hargraves. Here. McAdam. Here. Gibson. Here. Scott. Here. Connors. Malinowski. Here. Pabon. Santiago.
Present.
14 present, Your Honor.
Thank you. Can we all please rise for the invocation? It will be followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Let us pray. O God, our Heavenly Father, the turning of leaf colors and the shortening of sunlight reminds us of the change of season. We thank you for the crops that have been harvested, and Rogers Orchards and numerous country fairs showcase your generous bounty. We ask this in thy name. Amen.
Amen. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Alderman Santiago, do we have any minutes this evening?
Thank you, Your Honor. Make a motion to accept the meeting minutes of the regular meeting of September 24, 2025.
I have a second from Alderman Smedley. Are there any questions or comments on the meeting minutes? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. I see no amendments to the agenda, Alderman, so we'll move into our petitions this evening.
Yes, Your Honor, we have 4. First one's from Alderperson McNamara for the Department of Public Works to install a slow children playing sign at both ends of Eastwick Court.
We'll send that to the Department of Public Works, please.
Alderperson Scott for the New Britain Police Department to enforce traffic regulations on West Street.
Police Commission.
Okay, number 3 from Alderperson McNamara for the Department of Public Works to install a stop sign at the corner of Ruth Road and Farmington Avenue.
We'll send that to the Police Commission.
Okay, and the last one from Alderperson Santiago for the appropriate departments to conduct a traffic study to convert the intersection of Beach Street and Oakland Avenue to a 4-way stop.
We'll send that to the Police Commission as well, please.
And that's it, Your Honor.
Thank you. We'll move into the consent agenda. Alderman Santiago.
Thank you, Your Honor. I make a motion to accept the consent agenda of item A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, and R.
I have a second from Alderwoman Sanchez. Any questions or comments on the consent agenda consisting of item A through R? Mr. Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Alderpersons McNamara.
Yes.
Smedley. Yes. Sanchez. Here. Beloin Saavedra. Yes. Simpson.
Yes.
Russell. Barbosa. Yes. Hargraves. Yes. McAdam. Yes. Gibson. Yes. Scott. Yes. Malinowski. Yes. Pabon. Yes. Santiago. Yes. 14-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carries. Item number 1 this evening, Alderman Simpson.
Thank you, Your Honor. I rise to make a motion to accept and adopt item number 1.
I have a second from Alderman Santiago.
Thank you. This is a zoning change that makes it more accessible for small business owners to operate daycare facilities in a lot of our business districts, and I urge adoption. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman. Are there any questions or comments on item number 1? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Alderman Pabon, item number 2.
Thank you, Mayor. Make a motion to accept item number 1, number 2.
Second from Alderman Gibson.
This is to amend the sections of zoning ordinance related to fences location in the CBD historic district. These are mostly is just saying what heights and fences and where you can put them, and don't ask me no questions because I don't know about them. Thank you. I urge adoption.
You're one of a kind, Willie. You're one of a kind, and we love you. Any questions or comments on item number 2? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Alderman. Alderman Hargraves, item number 3.
Thank you, Your Honor. I make a motion to accept and adopt item number 3.
Second.
Second from Alderman Santiago.
This is very similar to the last resolution as presented by Alderman Santiago regarding fences in our CBD and historic districts. It did go through our zoning subcommittee, so I do urge adoption.
Thank you, Alderman. Any other questions or comments on item number 3? All those in favor, say aye. Opposed, motion carries. Alderwoman Scott, item 4.
I think it's Smedley. I make a motion to accept and adopt item number 4.
Second from Alderman Smedley.
This is for the zoning related to mechanical screening and industrial districts, and I urge adoption.
Any questions or comments on item number 4? All those in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Alderman McNamara, item 5.
Thank you, Your Honor. I make a motion to accept and adopt number 5.
Second from Alderwoman Sanchez.
On the motion, Your Honor, I'd like to make a motion for a strike-all amendment to replace that with the draft provided to, I believe, everybody. Second. This is in regard to access driveway requirements, the zoning change, and the new wording states, right after the first whereas, related to off-street parking to add a maximum driveway and curb cut width for residential properties and to establish regulations for tandem parking. The original resolution had the wrong wording. So I move adoption of the amendment.
Second. I have a second on the amendment by Alderwoman Beloin Saavedra. Any discussion on the amendment? Any questions on the amendment? Alderman Bernacki, wow. Sorry, it's been a while, clearly. Mr. Clerk.
I need a strike-all copy.
Oh.
Yep, Alderman Smedley.
Can I call Mr. Dorsey up to the podium or somebody who can answer appropriate questions related to
That's
this?
the amendment.
How you doing, Mr. Dorsey? Thank you. Through you, Mayor. Does the amendment language change satisfy the need of the resolution?
Yeah, after conversing with Corp Counsel and City Planner, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Any additional questions on the amendment? We're going to vote on the amendment. So let's vote on that. All those in favor of the amendment, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We're all in favor of the amendment. Back to discussion on the item as amended once. Any further discussion on resolution number 5? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 6 tonight, Alderwoman Scott.
Thank you, Your Honor. I make a motion to accept and adopt item number 6.
Second from Alderman Santiago.
This is for Indigenous Peoples Day. The City of New Britain recognizes the importance of honoring history, culture, and contributions of Indigenous people. Indigenous People Day is a time to celebrate and recognize the significant contributions of Indigenous people. We have continued to make rich cultural diversity of our city and our state and our nation. The City of New Britain recognizes the Indigenous communities have long faced systemic injustice and erasure of the culture and history. I just wanted to say that this land was once the Indigenous people's land. The suffrage and the hardship is still significant. There's a lot of problems with missing women in the Indigenous community. There aren't a lot of people looking for them. There's a lot of suicide rates are very high, and still rise to live through the hardships and that they're confronted with. And I'd like to give a shout out to the Manapanati tribe in Virginia. I was really blessed to go there and attend my first powwow there and visit my family's land on the reservation. And it's interesting because there's a connection with Pocahontas through this, which is kind of cool, but it's not a cartoon and this is real life and this story is not as cute. And the tribe joined with Pocahontas' father back in 1658, they were one of the last tribes to join the peace treaty. And this is because many tribes wanted to remain independent, but they realized that it was the best thing to do. There are many tribes that wanted to have peace, and unfortunately, there was a lot of sadness and deaths, and still struggling to hold on to culture and traditions. We will not forget the history, and it will not be erased. And therefore, I would like to recognize Indigenous Peoples Day as the city's commitment to fostering a more inclusive and just community while educating the public on the resilience, heritage, and vibrant traditions of Indigenous people. And I urge adoption.
Any other discussion on the motion? All those in favor, please say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Alderman McNamara?
Thank you, Your Honor. Make a motion to accept and adopt number 7.
Second from Alderman Smedley.
This is a resolution recognizing Italian American Heritage Month. We celebrate our diversity by recognizing Italian Americans who've contributed so much to our city, and organizations such as the Italian American Fraternal Organizations, Angelo Tommaso, Sons and Daughters of Italy, Calabria Mia, the General Amiglio, and others. They've long been a part of our community and have contributed to our diversity and our improvement. So I urge adoption.
Thank you, Alderman McNamara. Any other questions, comments on this item? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Alderwoman Barbosa, item 8.
Thank you, Your Honor. I make a motion to accept and adopt item number 8.
I have a second from Alderwoman Sanchez.
Item number 8 is regarding October as Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We're reading the resolution into record. Whereas excluding skin cancer, breast cancer is the most common cancer in women. It is the second leading cause of cancer death in women after lung cancer. And whereas the chance of a woman having invasive breast cancer sometime during her life is about 1 in 8. The chance of dying from breast cancer is about 1 in 36. And whereas currently there are over 2.8 million women living in the United States who have been treated for breast cancer, and whereas approximately 40,000 women will die from the disease this year. And whereas men are also able to get breast cancer, and in fact, there are 2,360 cases every year of breast cancer in men in the United States. And whereas it is not yet known exactly what causes breast cancer, but what is known is that certain risk factors are linked to the disease. And whereas women age 40 and older should have a mammogram annually, women in their 20s and 30s should have a clinical breast exam as part of a regular exam by a health expert. And whereas studies have shown that regular mammography screening of women between the ages of 50 and 69 reduces breast cancer mortality by approximately 30% in this age group. However, women with breast cancer will not benefit from mammogram screening unless they have access to appropriate treatment. Whereas the earlier breast cancer is found, the better chances that treatment will work. And whereas the most common sign of breast cancer is a new lump or mass, a lump that is painless, hard, and has uneven edges is more likely to be cancer, but some cancers are tender, soft, and rounded. Therefore, it is important to have anything unusual checked by your doctor. And whereas Breast Cancer Awareness Month is a special opportunity every year to focus attention on this urgent challenge that affects us all in some way. And now therefore be it resolved that the City of New Britain recognizes October as Breast Cancer Awareness Month and implores the citizens of the city to be aware of this disease, its risks and symptoms, and are encouraged to self-screen monthly and be screened regularly. And I urge adoption.
Thank you. Any questions or comments on this item? Yes, Alderman Santiago.
Thank you, Your Honor. I rise in support of this resolution as right now my aunt is going through recovery after her breasts were removed from cancer. So speedy recovery, and Titi, I love you.
Any other alderperson wish to address this item? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Whoops. Well, you better not be. So it's done. Alderman Malinowski, item 9.
Thank you, Your Honor. I make a motion to accept and adopt item 9.
Second from Alderman Smedley.
And this item recognizes October as Polish American Heritage Month, and during the month of October, we recognize and honor Americans of Polish descent who have helped build our nation and our community. The resolution goes on to describe General Kazimierz Pulaski, who on October 11th will be recognized as General Pulaski Memorial Day, who fought for the American cause in the Revolution. So Polish Americans have been here since the very beginning and have been contributing to this country and our New Britain community specifically. And to celebrate, go down to Broad Street, buy some pierogi, and enjoy yourself. And I urge adoption.
Thank you, Alderman Malinowski. Any other questions, comments on this item? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Alderwoman Scott.
Thank you, Your Honor. I make a motion to accept and adopt item number 10.
Seconded by Alderwoman Beloin Saavedra.
This is for Domestic Violence Awareness Month in October. Domestic violence is a serious crime which is not bound to any group of people, no economic group, racial, gender, education, religion, or social barriers. And in the United States, on average, 24 people per minute are victims of rape, physical violence, or stalking by an intimate partner, which is more than 12 million men and women over a course of a year. The crime of domestic violence transgenders and individuals' privacy, dignity, security, and humanity due to the method of abuse, physical, emotional, sexual, or psychological or economic control and abuse. And I have been door knocking here in New Britain, and sadly, I run into a couple of cases here in my ward. One was a woman took my hand, and she told me her daughter was actually murdered right where we were standing, and she was shot a few times by the perpetrator, by the boyfriend. And it really touched me when this happened. And also, just this Friday, there was a domestic on Allen Street, and I just happened to be over there. And so I just think that it's really important that we look at this here. And as a domestic violence survivor myself, I really wanted to read this resolution tonight, because I know that it's not easy to leave a situation like this, a relationship. It's very scary, it's very dangerous, and I want to challenge everyone who may know someone who's in a situation like this to help support them and their family, and also to encourage us to teach our youth, our young people, about healthy relationships and warning signs of when a situation is not safe for them to be in. And I was wondering if it's okay, Mayor Aaron Stewart, if we could possibly have a moment of silence, just because there's been so many incidents in our city, and for the people that we've lost here. If we could, is that okay?
Oh, I said, yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I mean, you're doing
So if we could just take a moment to just remember and recognize people who might be struggling. And if we could help the victims, to help them to get support and from their abuse, and look for any agencies. We have a lot of support services here in our city. Prudence Crandall is one of the main ones. That's like my main go-to for that. And I urge adoption of this resolution.
Any additional questions or comments? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Alderwoman Sanchez, item 11.
Thank you, Your Honor. I make a motion to accept and adopt item number 11.
I have a second from Alderman Hargreaves.
Thank you. This resolution is for Willow Street Park Improvement Design Services and reads as follows. To her honor, the mayor and the common council of the city of New Britain, the undersigned beg leave to recommend the adoption of the following. Whereas on March 26, 2025, the New Britain City Council approved $1.6 million in bonding to fund the expansion and improvement to Willow Street Park, and whereas planning and programming for the Willow Street Park improvement has been led by the city's Recreation and Community Services Department, with design and construction support from the Public Works Engineering and Field Services Division, and whereas subject to City Council approval, the city is planning to utilize the agency CRCOG procurement program for construction services and manage these projects as a design-build project. We will help reduce consultant design fees and expedite the project's construction, and whereas the city has established a goal of completing this project by the early summer of 2026, and whereas Ken & Frost, an award-winning Connecticut-based landscape architecture firm with extensive experience in the design of parks and public spaces, is one of the design firms included on New Britain Public Works Engineers on call vendor list, and whereas Ken & Frost was previously hired to develop conceptual design plans, perform a grading analysis, and prepare preliminary cost estimates for the Willow Street Park improvements. I have submitted a proposal that includes $33,000 for the remaining design and construction-related services, and now therefore be resolved that the city hereby authorized to hire Ken & Frost for design work associated with the Willow Street Park improvement project. And I would like to thank all my colleagues that support me with this resolution back in March of this year, and I urge adoption.
Thank you, Alderwoman. Any questions or comments on item number 11? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Alderman Santiago.
Thank you, Your Honor. I make a motion to accept and adopt item number 12.
I have a second from Alderman Smedley.
Your Honor, I make a motion to go into executive session to discuss the agreement with, Your Honor, the members of Common Council, Gennaro Brazzaro and Mary Pokorski.
Seconded by Alderman Simpson. All those in favor of executive session, please say aye.
Aye.
We are in executive session. The time is 7:40 p.m. We will return momentarily. like the fall trendy colors. The color I found it cute, but now it's matching everything.
Oh, shoot. Thank you, Your Honor. I make a motion to return back from executive session.
Thank you. Seconded by Alderwoman Sanchez. All those in favor of returning, say aye. Aye. We are back. The time is 7:54 p.m. We have the motion on the floor that was made by Alderman Santiago and seconded by Alderman Smedley for the approval of the agreement with 1186. And Alderman Santiago, I will turn the floor back over to you.
And I urge adoption.
There we go. Thank you, sir. Any other questions or comments? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Alderman Hargraves, item number 13.
Thank you, Your Honor. Make a motion to accept and adopt item number 13.
Second from Alderman Smedley.
This is for the Public Works Department Utility Division, a John Deere loader for the total price of $229,258.88. They will replace an existing loader that was purchased 19 years ago. So of course, the parts are becoming obsolete and hard to find. And this goes to W.I. Clark of Wallingford, Connecticut, and I do urge adoption.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Alderwoman Scott.
Thank you, Your Honor. I make a motion to accept and adopt item number 14.
Second by Alderman Santiago.
This is for White Bridge Waterworks Facilities, Upper and Lower Wildfields, and pond pumping station for the Public Works Department. And this is for our water, and it is authorized issue a purchase order and the entire contract with Minonion Builders in Torrington, Connecticut. And I urge adoption.
Thank you, Alderwoman Scott. Are there any questions or comments on this item? Alderwoman Beloit.
No, I just want to rise in support of it and just remind the council that when we were talking about this, there was some question on whether or not the council was going to pass this because of the language. It's technically not a bond, and I think Alderman McNamara had some substitute language added at the time of the bond to make sure that it went through the state's program, which it did. So I'm happy to see that it's here the way the council wanted it to be here, the way it was always intended to be here, and just to let the public know, this is our only secondary source of potable water. I learned what potable means. It means it's drinking water. So this is very important for the citizens of New Britain, and I urge adoption.
Thank you, Alderwoman Saavedra. Alderman McNamara.
Yeah, I concur with Alderwoman Beloit Saavedra that the adoption of this approval was made contingent on the $40 million low-interest loan from the state that will enable us to activate the Bristol Waterworks. And in that respect, it's different from the bonding. Thank you.
Any additional questions or comments on this item? I'll just add just a few things here. I don't usually do that, but I have to because of the importance of this project. I just want to thank each and every one of you for your support on this. This project right here, I just want you to understand the magnitude of what this means for the New Britain Water Company. This project, no stress, Patrick, but you got to get it done and done right. This is the future of the New Britain Water Department here. This is to protect us so that, God forbid, anything does happen up at Shadow Meadow, we have a backup. And we look and saw what happened in Waterbury just a couple weeks ago. This project is going to ensure that nothing like that ever happens here. So I just want to thank all of you for your support of this and just want to make sure that we all understand how important this is to us. So thank you. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Alderwoman Beloit Saavedra.
Thank you, Your Honor. I make a motion to accept and adopt item number 15.
I have a second from Alderman Simpson.
So maybe Mr. Delgadillo can come up. This was exciting for me. I talked to John a little bit about this, as you all know, because I have children with autism. When the police instituted 2 years ago the autism registry, how excited I was that parents were able to have a place to register so that first responders would understand what they were getting into when they responded to a home with a person who was registered with autism. This takes it to the next level. This includes police, fire, and EMS, and it is not exclusive to people with autism. It's people with any kind of disabilities. It could be dementia, it could be blindness, deafness, it could be somebody that's physically impaired. So this takes our 911 system to another whole level in aiding our first responders when they're going to a home. And that is about the extent of my knowledge, John. So I would appreciate if you could give a little more information on how this actually works.
Through you, Mayor. Yes, that was actually a great summary of the program itself. So VAF Care is its own program. It's completely integrated into our CAD, which is our computer-aided dispatch system. The good thing about this is it's an app, right? This day and age, everybody's used to their apps. So you download the app. Anybody in the city could download the app. You create an account, and you could provide all the information about anybody in your household. And then you can update information as well. What happens often is, you know, typically the way we do it now is you fill out the form online. We then import the form into the system. People move and they don't think to update their forms, right? So that kind of gets lost in the way. This, on the other hand, will reach out to the people yearly, make sure that their information is correct, and you can provide all the updates again just on your phone in the app, which is easily accessible to anybody. So no, this is a great program. I'm glad to add this to the system we have there to be able to provide a more clear front direction on how to approach certain situations in the city.
Thank you. Any additional questions or comments for Mr. Delgadillo while he's here? Alderwoman Scott.
I was just wondering, is this going to be, this is for all mental health and health conditions that someone may have?
That is correct.
Okay, so any
disability.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
believe they call it any health changes, any special needs, disability, deaf, elderly, can't walk, wheelchair, all that will be, anybody can provide that information to them.
All right, thank you so much.
No problem.
Thank you, Mr. Delgadillo.
Thank you, Mayor.
Any other questions or comments on this item? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. I have a request from Alderwoman Sanchez for a point of personal privilege.
Thank you, Your Honor. Through you, I would like a minute of silence to offer our condolences to State Representative Hilda Santiago and her family for the loss of her only son, Moises, who passed away Tuesday morning. My respect to her and her, both of the families. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you. Made by Alderman Santiago, seconded by Alderman Gibson. All those in favor of adjournment, say aye. We are adjourned. The time is 8:01 p.m. We'll see you in 2 weeks for my final council meeting.